Hey everyone, this is page 175, number 1 on your math homework in the packet. It has to do with long division, so I'm going to do this problem so you can see how I would have taught it if we were in the classroom. So here we go. First thing I want you to remember, some of you might know this already, is how to divide. The process is you first divide, then you multiply, then you subtract, and last you bring down, okay? It's important to know that this is a cycle, so I'm gonna walk you through it, and you're gonna see that when you're done with the last step, it starts all over. So here we go. This is 546 divided by 6. So the first thing I'm gonna ask myself is, does 6 go into 5? How many 6s go into 5? Obviously, 6 is larger, so 6 does not go into 5. So I'm going to go to the next digit, and I'm not going to look at the 6 right now. I'm just going to look at 54. How many times does 6 go into 54? And from your multiplication facts, you know 6 goes into 54 9 times. And that is the divide step. You can see what's next. We're going to multiply. What are we going to multiply? 9 times 6, and that equals 54. Okay, right now, let me take a quick break. You want to remember, please write the 9 over the 4, over the 54. If you write it right here, that's going to tell me that 6 goes into 5 9 times. So you want to make sure you write it over the entire 54. The 9 should be right on top of the 4. Okay? So the multiply step, 9 times 6 is 54. Next step is subtract. 54 minus 54 is now 0. Okay? After subtracting, we're going to go to the bring down step. And what are we bringing down? We're bringing down the 6. The 6 hasn't been divided yet. We haven't done anything with it yet, so we're going to bring it down, and it's going to go right here. Since we've already brought down the 6, we're going to go back, and this is what I was talking about. It's a cycle. We're going to divide again. We're going to start over. What are we going to divide? How many times does 6 go into 6? How many 6s are there in 6? And the answer is 1. You're going to write your answer up here. 6 goes into 6 one time. That was divide. Now we're going to multiply. We're going to multiply the 1 that we just wrote times 6, and we're going to get 6. Third step after multiply is subtract. We're going to subtract the 6 minus 6, and obviously that gives us 0. And that tells me that the problem is done. There isn't any numbers here. There aren't any numbers here to bring down anymore. So that tells me that I am finished, and the answer is 91. And real quick, if you want to check your answer to make sure, this is what you would do. You're going to take your answer, which is 91, and multiply it by the divisor here, which is 6. If after you multiply this, you're going to get an answer. So let me go ahead and do that. 1 times 6 is 6. 9 times 6 is 54. You should notice that this number is familiar, looks familiar. If your answer is the same as this number right here, then you know you are correct. And as you can see, 546. That tells me that 91 is the correct answer. And that's how you do number 1.